Okay, we've got quite a tricky question here. We've got to work out some volumes. Do remember that you do have a formula sheet and you don't need to memorise the volume of a sphere, which is 4/3 pi r cubed, and also the formula for the volume of a cone is also on the front of your exam sheet. So they've told us that the volume of the sphere is equal to the volume of the frustum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out the volume of the sphere first, and that's nice and easy, 4/3 pi r cubed. I'm now going to work out the volume of the whole cone, the large cone, before I take off the small cone to make the frustum. So the large cone, we're told, is 2h high and radius r. So the formula says it's going to be 1/3 times by pi times by the radius, which is r squared, and it's going to be times by the height, which is 2h. And if I tidy that all up, I'm going to get 2/3 pi r squared h. So that's the volume of the large cone. Now I'm going to find the volume of the baby cone, okay, the one on top of that, which is half the height. If I do a little picture, it's going to help me understand what I need to do. So the height is now h, so doesn't that mean the radius is going to be, well, if the height's been halved, then the radius is going to be halved. They're just straight line measurements, they're linear measurements, yeah? So a scale factor of a half. Right, so a volume is going to be 1/3 pi r squared. Now the r, the radius this time, is half r, and the height is h, so that's half r squared, sorry, h. You can type that up, well, a half squared is a quarter, and a quarter times by 1/3 is going to be a 12th. So a 12th pi r squared h is the volume of the small cone. Now to find the volume of the frustum, I need to take the small cone volume away from the large cone. And so I can do that because I've got both of those volumes now. So just remind myself, the large cone, take away the volume of the small cone, leaves me with that frustum base, doesn't it? So 2/3, which is the same as what, 8/12. 2/3 pi r squared h, take away a 12th pi r squared h is going to equal 7/12, isn't it? Because 2/3 is 8/12. 8/12 take away 1/12 is 7/12 pi r squared h. Now we're told the volume of the frustum is the same as the volume of the sphere. So here's my sphere, 4/3 pi r squared cubed h. 4/3 pi r cubed, that's the sphere, of course, equals 7/12 pi r squared h. I can see the pi cancels on both sides. Also, I can cancel an r squared on both sides, leaving me with 4/3 r equals 7/12 h. So if I divide both sides by 4/3, I get r in terms of h. So 7/12 h divided by 4/3. I'm going to cheat and do it on my calculator. So what is 7/12 divided by 4/3? And it's 7/16. So r is equal to 7/16 h, and I believe now that I have answered the question. Okay, so let's have a little look at the mark scheme. Do pause and have a look, and it looks like this question caught loads of people out. Okay, so I hope the way I've laid it out is going to help you understand how to get to the answer. And it does require some practice, doesn't it? And if we look at the mark scheme, I think this will be a 4 or 5, probably a 5-mark question, this one. Yeah, it is 5-mark question, 7/16 h, lovely. All method marks, you must put those methods down to get the accuracy mark.